What's going on, everybody, and welcome back for another exciting episode of On the Yard. As always, I'm your host, Perry White, and as you can see, we're here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans for the Bayou Classic. Let's take a look at what the Southern and Grambling rivalry is all about. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back for another exciting episode of On the Yard. As always, I'm your host, Perry White, and as you can see, we live here in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia for the first inaugural Celebration Bowl between the champion of the MEAC Conference and the champion of the SWAC. Let's see what this game is all about. Coach, you and the team take a flight out to Jacksonville, Florida to take on Bethune-Cookman. First of all, being able to take a flight more so than a bus, how was that?
Well, you know, I thought it gave the kids an opportunity to have more rest. How you're talking about losing an hour as well, going to different time zones. So my hat goes off to our administrative staff as well as our board for providing that type of situation for us to fly.
You get a victory 28-18 over Bethune-Cookman. And as we get ready to get into the highlights, we're going to check out the first half. Started a little slow. Bethune-Cookman jumped out, but you guys seem to found yourself in the second quarter and was able to put up points, 14 points in the second quarter. And let's go through these right here. What do you see?
Well, you know, you're talking about we got off to a slow start. That's part of that adjustment right there.
But another exciting episode of On the Yard. As always, I'm your host, Perry White. And today I'm joined with a special guest, Leonard Tillery, who is the Southern University and SWAC's all-time leading rusher. How you doing, my man?
Pretty good. I can't complain.
So talk to me a little bit about, you know, you broke the SWAC's record, you broke Southern University's record. Talk about, you know, who you are and how did you end up here at Southern?
Like I said,
Class 2014. I'm here with none other than the NBC coordinator, Lewis Johnson. How you feel about the Bayou Classic this year?
Well, listen, we're fired up this year. You know, we always say throw out the records, but this year you can really say that, especially with a SWAC title berth on the line. So one of these teams is going to face Alcorn, so we know it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out type of game. We love it.
All-time great, Aeneas Williams. How you feel about today's game, my man?
I feel great. The game means something. That's the significant part. And to see Grambling and some of the things that they've been through, work through them, and get back to the elite status, I'm just glad these two great institutions in the state of Louisiana are able to compete and decide who's going to represent this side of the conference in the SWAC championship game.
In the first half, we talked about offense since the break, and Southern's offense has definitely been going one of the top in the conference in terms of rushing. But now we talk about your defense, Coach, and what you've been able to do. It's been some close games, but your defense has definitely been able to step up when you talk about stopping the run and having the #1 run defense in the conference.
Well, the biggest thing we got to be able to do, I think.
Director Larry Purnell, hey, how you feel as far as the atmosphere of the game today?
Oh, man, just like I felt the last 2 years, hoping for a win.
Hoping for a win?
Yeah, right now we trailing 14-0. I'm still hoping for a win. Hey, my luck got to change somewhere.
Hey, y'all had a great season so far.
Yeah, we had a great season. Cinderella season. What we want to try to do is pull it out here.
Okay.
Because we've been down 2 years, man. So
2 years?
Yeah, we're nervous.
Hey, what do you think? It's halftime. Y'all gonna bring it?
We got to bring it. Got to bring it.
Got to bring it.
Yeah, got to. If the team score here now, we got to come out there and throw the kitchen sink out on the field today.
Trying to get to that SWAC championship.
For Southern, when we hear the name Southern, it does something to us. Yeah. We get up for Southern
Does
naturally.
That make practice a little bit harder?
It makes practice a little easier.
Easy, okay.
Yeah, we have to do more, but it's easier because it's a natural rivalry. And Southern is one of my best opponents. I love playing against them because they strive for the same
13 Bayou Class, and I'm here with the host, Mr. Steve Brown.
40 years. I'm with him. 40 years.
Mr. Brown, tell everybody as far as being a comedian, how do you bring your talents as far as to try to get laughter and excitement here in the stadium for everyone
Hey, man,
tonight?
it's like whatever comes out, comes out, man. I'm just having a grand time, man, with you, with everybody around. The atmosphere's off the chain, dog. It's just crazy, man. So whatever comes up, comes out. You never know what you're going to see.
When you think about everything of how it's been going this year, what has been your assessment of the offense so far?
I mean, it's been up and down, kind of inconsistent at times. But at the end of the day, we're pleased, but we need to progress a little bit more.
You know, with this bye week, you get ready for the Bayou Classic, and we continue to talk about the offense. What ways can you improve with this offense as you head into this last game against a Grambling defense who has shown that at times they can be stout this year?
Execution, and at the end of the day, football is about winning your one-on-one battles. So we have to win our one-on-one battles, whether it's a one-on-one catch, a one-on-one make a defender miss. You have to win your one-on-ones.
Let's talk about Kobe Dillon a little bit, before we go to break. Kobe Dillon's a guy, as you said, he was a quarterback, converted over to running back. He set a Southern rushing record against Pine Bluff. How hard is it to change a guy over from a quarterback position to get him to understand the running back position?
Well, that just lets you know what type of player he is.
So as far as even with the band, Southern Band being ranked #1 in all the HBCU.
According to who?
HBCU Digest, USA Today. And then you also had the NCAA who voted Southern's band the second best ranked band in the country. Okay. How do you feel as far as Jackson State? What do they need to do as far as to maybe get to that tier or that level?
Well, Jackson State, really, we are the #1 band. We don't need anyone else to come in and regulate and tell us that we're #1. We already know within ourselves that we're #1.
So #1, where do you guys get that ranking? Like, is that school ranking? Is that SWAC ranking? NCAA ranking?
I mean, with this ranking, what I saw, it was on the internet, and it was a legit ranking. I can't think at the time, but yes, there are facts behind this. This is supported with facts. I'm not out here telling lies, okay? But do some research, brother. It is
How
out
does
there.
a win like this help a team as far as playing the same team you played in the SWAC championship last year? What does that do as far as momentum is trying to reach the SWAC championship again?
Well, coming off the bye week, we thought it was really important this week to come out and have a statement game for us. Getting a lot of guys back from injury, getting a lot of guys in the right position, putting the best team we've had all year forward this week. Coming out of the bye week to come into a game we felt like was a winnable game where we ought to be able to have some success. And just make a big statement, to do it well on defense, to play well on offense, to play well on special teams as well, just complete game. Just give us more momentum. We're going to play the whole month of November at home.
Okay.
So this is a great time for us to come have that great last road win, prepare for the home stretch to finish out the season.
What does a game like this on the road with the Jaguar Nation show? Well, what does this say about the alumni and the support that this university has towards its football team?
Well, on the one hand, this game traditionally has been one that's been well attended. Whether we play it here in Jackson or if we play it in Baton Rouge, it's a great rivalry game. We're really glad to have the opportunity tonight to televise it on Cox Sports Television and show the great camaraderie between the two institutions, the great crowd on both sides, and good football on the field, great performances by the band. So this is a great performance by both these universities tonight.
I see you sporting that ring. Can you kind of show it off a little bit? That's from last year.
This is last year's ring. I was sitting over visiting with some family over here on the home side, and a couple folks were looking at it and said, don't flash it too much around the Jackson folks. It's still kind of a sore point. But these guys played well tonight. They've gotten better every week and getting ready for an opportunity to go play 3 games at home in November. So we need this kind of support at home. A lot of folks in Baton Rouge mark this game on the calendar when we come to Jackson. We need them to show that kind of support in Baton Rouge.
And the kickoff of the 2015 Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl is underway with the SWAC champ Alcorn receiving the ball first against the MEAC champs North Carolina A&T. Starting quarterback for Alcorn, Lenoris Footman, hands the ball off to his running back, but the Aggies defense said no, not today, as they make a huge stop on this play. Alcorn now forced to punt the football, but right into the hands of North Carolina A&T's return man Chris Garden, as he puts a move on the Braves special team and takes it to the house, giving the Aggies their first score of the game and the Aggie pride something to cheer about. Later in the first half, Alcorn's defense forces the Aggies to punt the ball away, but right into the hands of dangerous return man Anthony Williams Jr. as he answers with the return of his own for a touchdown, igniting the Alcorn faithful here in the Georgia Dome. On the ensuing kickoff, Alcorn kicks the ball off to the Aggies. But no, number 11 fumbles the ball. Alcorn comes in, and wow, what a hit, as the Alcorn team is trying to find some type of momentum here in this ball game. Number 2 passes the ball, but what a catch for the Aggies. They pick up a couple yards, and wow, what a play. And this young man, number 28, Tyreek Cohen, takes it to the house. There's nobody catching him. Touchdown,